let's get right in. Alright, let's start with this one. Is learning English popular among children in your country?
Absolutely. English is the global language, and in my hometown, this language is very prevalent among children because their parents uh, their parents require them to learn a new language, and they choose language English is the main language they have they have to learn, and they are educated about the advantage of learning English. This language can have them open more opportunities in the future, like a lucrative job um, in a top school which they can attend in the future. And
That was a fantastic answer. You really covered all the bases regarding the importance of English for children's futures. Let's move on to another one. Do you prefer studying in the morning or at night?
to be honest, I prefer studying at night to doing it in the morning, because in the morning I have to go to school, and sometimes I'm not focused enough I don't focus enough on the studying, so I can reach the most effective condition when I study. So I choose study at night, because when I have enough time to spend on studying, and I can feel more comfortable, and just private to and a private place for me to focus to concentrate on the lessons to the lessons comprehensively.
That makes a lot of sense. It's important to find the time of day that works best for your concentration and focus. For your next question, is cycling popular in your country?
um, from my perspective, cycling is extremely common in my country. People are usually are taught to ride a bike when they were children, and cycling is the foundation for learning any vehicle which have two loops, and it can it can have people become more envir- um, environmental friendly, and have the environment uh, reduce pollution emission from emissions like gas emission, and even eliminate air pollution.
That's a very comprehensive answer. You've clearly thought about the benefits of cycling, not just for personal health, but also for the environment. Let's move on to the next question. Do you prefer physical books or e-books?
For me, ebooks is a better choice compared to physical books. It's I find it convenient and more convenient and cheaper than physical books, and I can and I can read it whenever and wherever. Uh, each book is each book conclude abundant source of information that can benefit me, and
That makes a
especially ebook is a new devices is appeal me to you is appeal me.
It certainly does sound appealing. The portability and instant access are wonderful advantages. Let's try another one. Do you prefer cooking at home or eating out?
From my perspective, cooking is the better choice compared to eating out. When I was a child, I was taught to I was taught to cook from an early age. So I soon aware the advantage of cooking at home, and it's and because it I find it more convenient and cheaper than eating out, and especially I when we cook at home we can enjoy many delicious dishes with family and create a cozy environment where people can the share their own stories for each other and create more unforgettable memories.
That's a beautiful perspective. Cooking together really does create a wonderful opportunity for bonding and making lasting memories. Let's see what the next question brings. Is yoga or meditation popular in your country?
Uh, from my
Let's
perspective,
continue. Is
yoga is really prevalent in my country, and most of the elderly people choose to engage in yoga. It's slight and uh, it's a slight uh, and cheap activity choice for them. They, I, I think they like the and I think it can bring them many benefits from uh, keep keeping in, keep keeping in shape, have them stay fit.
That's a great observation about how yoga benefits the elderly in your country, keeping them active and healthy. Let's switch things up with another preference question. Do you prefer texting or calling people?
Um, to be honest, texting is a better choice compared to calling people. Uh, because I'm online 24 per 24 in a day, and so if I want to communicate with any person, I'm usually choose to text for them and wait for their reply. But when in emergent situation, I prefer to choose to call them, make a call for them, because I can't wait for a long time. Can't wait for a long time for a reply for them, and I want them to just answer me immediately.
That's a very practical way to look at it, using texting for everyday communication and reserving calls for those urgent moments. Let's continue with another question. Is street food popular where you live?
Street food is extremely prevalent in my hometown. Vietnam is famous for street food in everywhere, and its cuisine is very abundant and delicious, and sometimes even unique. And street food is in everywhere. People can get it from a low cost, but from low cost with a high quality. So I'm really proud of the the street food in my hometown and in my country.
You described that so well. It's clear street food is a huge part of Vietnamese culture and something to be really proud of. Let's move on to another preference question. Do you prefer watching films or TV series?
To be honest, I don't usually watching films or TV series, but if I have to, but if I have to choose, I prefer watching films, which can take me a few hours to finish and understand their contents. Uh, and if films can uh, it can just briefly their it can brief their contents to situation with every persons, and I can enjoy it with my family or my friends.
That's a very practical way to enjoy a complete story in one go without the long-term commitment of a series. Here's another question for you. Is traveling abroad popular with people your age?
uh, to be honest, going abroad is not really popular with people in my age, because I'm we're still a student, and we don't really have many opportunities to travel abroad. And
That's a very understandable. Let me know if you'd like to continue with another question or if there's anything else you'd like to discuss.